The peace of the Lord be with you. Over Nehejole Ahanyefem, Enranum Asumdie Enkamo. Abusiafo eye nigye eye ahosepe ene ahohoaho ase enem so yehia mu e PCG TV. So we have met here today in the joy of the Lord on PCG TV on the program Call to Serve. Call to Serve. It is said that uh, Paul wrote to Timothy in 1 Timothy chapter 3, telling him that this is a trustworthy saying. If anyone desire to be an overseer, to be in ministry, to serve the Lord, it is a noble task. And this noble calling is what we have met here to digest, to go into it, to learn and sieve out certain kind of inspiration that God is taking our people through in order to make them shine so that we look up to them as our models. Beloved, when you see ministers going about doing their work, it's not just the clerical and the suit we are in. There are more things that are going on than it meets the eye. Today, I have with me a very wonderful senior minister of mine, and I am privileged to host him on Call to Serve. And from this break, I will introduce my guests. Let's go for a break. Welcome back. Like I told you, today we have a very great minister, a minister who have been in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana and served in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana for 15 years in ministry. And today we are going into his ministry life and see the things that God has done in his life. It is going to inspire you who feels called. It's going to inspire you who is in the ministry. It's going to inspire you as you also learn from the life story of such great men of God. Beloved, my guest, Reverend Desmond Narh.
Yes, sir.
Papa, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
Papa, I'm privileged to host you on Call to Serve.
Thank you, my brother.
Papa, how is ministry and how is the family doing?
By the grace of God, we are well. And we keep looking up to him for more of what he wants to do with us. So by the grace of God, we are alive and kicking.
We thank God. We thank God. We thank God that He is keeping you through and through. Papa, let's begin by talking about your childhood life.
Yes.
When we say Papa Desmond, who is the boy Desmond? Where were you born and how did you grow up?
All right. I am a born and bred Ga. I was born in La. Historically, they will say Labadi.
Okay.
But the real name is La.
La.
So my mom is from La and my dad is also from La.
Okay, typical La.
I'm a La boy, but very shortly after I'm the last born of 3 siblings.
Okay.
I have an elder brother who has passed, I have an elder sister, and then myself.
Okay.
But shortly after I was born, my dad passed.
Ooh.
So I lived with my mom in La for a while.
Okay.
And then my auntie, Mrs. Janet Ofori, he comes directly after my dad.
Okay.
And worked with the Bank of Ghana for many, many years. So I had to move to Medina, and then by extension, we attended the Medina Emmanuel Presby Church.
So that is to stay with your auntie?
To stay with my auntie. As I was born and baptized in Bethel, La Bethel Presby Church.
Okay.
But when my dad passed, we moved to Medina. To stay with my auntie, Mrs. Janet Ofori.
So you went to Medina Emmanuel?
Medina Emmanuel, that was my auntie's church. So I transitioned from La Bethel to Medina Emmanuel. And that was where I was. I attended the St. Andrews Presby School, which is the SS or the junior high school for Presec.
Okay.
Presec Primary.
Okay.
So Presec Primary, I think we were the 3rd batch or so. And it was Reverend Beku that came to, as it were, pray and then erect the school, and we started
I see.
Yeah. So from there, I transitioned to the only school in Ghana, that is Presec Legon. Undoubtedly, everybody agrees
Okay.
that
Well.
Presec Legon is international,
Well.
and so I was in Presec, and whilst at Presec, we always looked over the walls and say we are going to Legon. So I think in my year, it was only 3 of us that couldn't make it to Legon, and they had to go to KNUST.
Okay.
But all of us made it to Legon.
Legon.
And from Legon, I studied info studies and then sociology, and then went ahead to do tech, IT, and then again, because I was transitioning between IT and records, because in order to be able to be more in-depth in IT, you need to know how these paper trails and all of that work.
Of course.
So I took a class also, MA in archival study and records management and so on. And at the time, my sister, who is, let me say, an auntie, because she is the firstborn, or no, the second-born to my father's, their firstborn.
Okay.
And I'm sure you know her, Professor Irene Odote, Irene Odote.
Okay.
So she was heading the Institute of African Studies at the time.
Yeah.
So Legon was a home, but we're still going up, in the Medina Emmanuel, part of YPG, still not knowing exactly what to do. But you've been so brought up that you don't miss church.
Sure.
But it was rather in Presec. We had one teacher called Mr. Dompre. He later became a minister. He has passed. But it was Dompre that infused in us the discipline of knowing God.
Whoa.
So I would say that my Christian journey really, really began at Presec Legon.
Wow, that is great. So let me before I even come and touch on your Christian journey, starting from Presec Legon, what you were talking about your MA and all that. So in all your qualifications, what are your
certificates? I have a BA, I have an MSc,
BA in
Infotech, and then I have an MA in archival and records management. I have an MA in MA arts in religion. And then I have an MSc in infotech management. And basically, these are my credentials.
I see. So now, when you say your Christian journey started from Presec, precisely, how did it take shape?
Well, Presec has a very rigorous pattern of living on campus. We go for morning devotion, we go for evening services, Sunday morning, evening, but I remember Reverend Dompre. He wasn't a chaplain to the school. No, I think he was a math teacher at the time.
All right.
But his devotion to the things of God was awesome. And you would, so my journey really began with, Reverend Dompre, and the way he encouraged us, the word of God. He was even more than a chaplain of the school.
Wow.
So from there, we had a joy in serving, and that also made us impact more in our church in Medina Emmanuel. And then we took it up.
I'll be coming to you again, and then we'll be diving more into live streaming into Medina, the things you were doing in Medina Emmanuel, and until God called you in ministry. Beloved, if you have just joined us, I have with me Reverend Desmond Narh, and he is giving us details of his life. We are really dissecting his whole life, and everybody will get to know who this great man is. Beloved, let's turn around, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light, there is light.
Welcome back, and we are still live on PCG TV, Called to Serve, and we have with us Reverend Desmond. Papa,
Yes.
you were talking about your work being in Medina Emmanuel Congregation
Yes.
of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Papa, what are some of the things that you, as a young boy, you were doing in the church that you would say these were some of the things you were doing to contribute in the church?
Well, let me start from Catechist Odonko.
Okay.
He used to be, he has passed.
Okay.
So he actually identified me when I came back from school, from Presec, and encouraged me, so I was part of the Bible study.
Okay.
Leaders, and also helping in YPG as well. And then when he was transferred, then Catechist KK Sapon, he is now the clerk of Ghana West.
Oh.
He is also a Medina
Okay.
Emmanuel product.
Okay. Professor Paul.
Yes, and he also took me. I helped him in the office and in work and all of that. And that it was just service. We go to church, go to YPG, be involved in the activities of the church. Until one time, with my sister, Professor Nodote,
Okay.
she was working with the University of California exchange program. We were involved in research, traveling all around the country and so on. But there was still a void, and I could tell that this is not what the Lord wants me to do.
Yeah.
So I had to leave working with my sister, Professor Nike Odote, and to go into ministry.
Okay. So some people get the call to ministry, like Paul, that was on his way to Damascus. There was a dramatic activity. Share with us, how did you really realize that I have a call to go into ministry?
Yeah, mine wasn't as dramatic as Paul, but I had a lot to do, with my sister working as the director of History of African Studies. If you've heard of Chieftaincy in Ghana, he was head as a company and all of that. So I had so much to do, and we're infusing culture and technology and all. So there was much to do, but there was no satisfaction.
Okay.
I could the inner satisfaction was not there.
Yeah.
And I could tell that the Lord was moving me to something else. Because we're doing great things with technology, with on the university campus and so on. But there was still a void. And I felt it. You could tell. I mean, people experience it in different way, but I could tell that God was leading me to full-time ministry. So my sister, Professor Rodota, even encouraged me. So I started a certificate in ministry course at Trinity.
Okay.
I started way before I picked the form
from the
Presbyterian Church to TTS. So my sister, Professor Rodota, and my mom, or let me say my auntie who comes after my dad, Mrs. Jenna Tofori, were very, very influential. She worked with Bank of Ghana, and sometimes when they are going on retreats, I'll go with her.
Okay.
So it was just the inner satisfaction was not there.
So
you could.
So, Papa, in Trinity, which hall were you?
I was in Galibo.
Of course, that is the great hall.
Yes, I was in Galibo.
The rich people.
Yes.
That is a good hall, actually.
Yes, I was in Galibo.
Oh, okay. So, Papa, coming into ministry, you've had a call. Where was your first posting?
My first posting was the head office.
Oh, okay.
Yes, when that was the time in 2010 when technology has become important in ministry.
Sure.
So we had an engagement with the head office, just like TTS students come and visit the head office. There was one, and I saw a lot of challenges with our website, and all of that, and our hymns, how we can make it electronic and so on.
Sure.
So immediately we closed the service, and then the venerable called me and said, "This one."
He was the clerk.
He was the clerk then.
Yeah.
Was the clerk. So my commissioning was by Papa. His name escapes me now. The former moderator, and then Papa Ebetinimopon.
Okay.
So Papa Ebetinimopon said, "Desmond, you are coming to the head office to help." I said, "Papa, anything you say, I will do." So initially, I thought to just maintain my IT also and handle it. He said, no. You have to come to the head office and work there. So I started from the head office.
Okay.
And then the head office had a residence at Adinta.
Okay.
So then I was attached to the New Life congregation at Adinta House and Down.
All right.
So I served in the head office for a couple of years. We started with the electronic hymns on our phones and all of that, and all many other things.
So you are looking at those who were fundamental to the electronical position of the Present Church of Ghana. And when you are seeing some of these things happening, it didn't just happen in the bloom. Some people had to work it out, and one of the big brains behind it is there.
Yes. And when Papa Frimpong Manso left and Papa Mate took over, he also gave us a good push. There's nothing in terms of IT that Papa Mate will not approve for us to. So Papa Mate also really pushed technological, work. Great. So from there. When you are serving at the head office, you keep moving from congregation because you are not full time. You are attached.
You are attached.
So from there, New Life, I went to Calvary.
Where?
Calvary on the in Ashalibutre district.
Okay. Okay.
And when we got there were containers all over the chapel. Our own land, we couldn't have access to it.
Ooh.
But by the grace of God, we were able to, claim our land. And by that time, we were involved in the building of the new head office.
Okay.
So when we saw that local bond on this building, my people were like, we can do it too at Ashalibutre.
Okay.
So Ashalibutre Calvary is the only congregation in the Presby Church that has the same local bond as the head office.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
You copied from.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted something that we could always change the chapel to look new.
Sure.
And our local bond gave us that option that any time as the church goes, and you want to change it, and you can always.
Somebody will come and say, but last time I came, it was a different
that is it.
thing.
So we wanted something that with the background it could tell, because what was not possible yesterday in terms of IT is possible now.
Of course.
So that was it. So from there, from Calvary, I moved to Unity. In the same Ashalibutre district.
Oh, okay.
And then I moved to Shalom congregation in Hacho district.
Hacho Shalom.
Yes, from Shalom I came to my own home, which is Medina Emmanuel.
Okay.
And there I met, I worked with the Reverend Soablo.
Okay.
And the current chairperson of the Caperity, the Reverend Kennel, David Kofi Adutasai.
Okay.
And when I left Medina Emmanuel, I went to the beautiful church of Resurrection Congregation at Agbogba.
Okay.
So presently, I'm with the Resurrection Congregation at Bogba. And we'll be saying goodbye to them shortly as we move to Nima District.
Oh, I see.
To work from there.
Wow.
So basically,
you've moved.
This is how
you've been moving.
It's just the grace of God.
Yes.
It's just the grace of God that we've made it this far.
You'll be talking more of some of the experiences that you've had in these areas and in ministry, and you share with us some challenges. But before all those ones, I know you are itching to know some of the challenges and how Papa has sailed through to today. But before then, let's turn around and take some coffee break. We'll be right back.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light, there is light.
Welcome back, beloved in the Lord. It's been a very wonderful and inspiring moment with Papa Desmond, and we are getting to know how God has transitioned him through various areas and arenas of ministry, especially in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. And Papa,
yes,
ministry, we always say that it's not always grocery as it is, you know. It's been very challenging.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will look at the challenges and don't want to even respond to their call.
Yeah.
And this program is called to service. We want to know, your new ministry will not fetch you so much money as maybe you were working as with the archiver and all in the university and all that, in the IT works and all that. But you still came. What are some of the things that you have faced in your ministry that would have broken you to say, I wish I didn't come?
Well, the two was, let me say, one from Calvary,
okay,
and one from Unity, all in the same district.
Okay.
For Calvary, it was the reclamation of our land, to reclaim the land. It was a really tall order. And I remember the people there, I mean, you had people from the church and outside the church who were taking money from the people who had their container there. The assembly too was doing the same. And yet we needed to claim the land so that we can open the church up for ministry.
Sure.
And there was a woman who took my picture to Benin. He came to confess. And he took it there because he thought that I have come to take what fits him, you know, from her. And he had about 3 people he has given the order for them to put their containers on our land. So now that I've evacuated them and I've claimed the land for them, then I must pay for it. So he took my picture to Lome, Benin, and she came to confess that if any time the whoever was doing the ritual calls my name, it's Jesus that shows up. So we're at the chapel. I had my office at the top. When the chapel, when she came, she told my security man to come and tell me that she's looking for me. And I told the security man to bring her. She told the security man that immediately his leg enters the compound from our gate, she will pass. So he begs the security man should come and call me for me to come. So I went. He said, "Oh, Papa, this and this I went to do at Lome, but anytime we tried, it didn't work. And I thought you have come to take what fits me from him. And now I have known that." So I prayed with her and gave her 50 Ghana. And that was it. So, and they did the same because my wife had several accidents during our time at Calvary.
Ministry challenge.
But today, the Lord is showing himself strong because that compound has been green. The church rents out for people who want to do their weddings, their funerals, and it's helping in ministry.
Wow.
So that's what my wife almost passed at.
Papa, how did you feel when that confession was dropped in your face? Like, I took your picture and I wanted to really harm you, but it couldn't work.
It actually strengthened my resolve in the Lord, because I'm somebody who likes challenges, and I don't like people taking God for granted or people treating the things of God. And in fact, what even spoiled the whole thing was that one evening we have gone to service, and because they were just behind our wall, my catechist was going to use the washroom. Somebody was preparing nkrumah for it. So the gardeners, the okra that my catechist was passing, he threw the water and everything poured
on the catechist.
On the catechist. We've come for evening service. So that day I said, these people, whether rain or shine,
they will have to move.
They will have to move.
Oh.
And that's how come we reclaim that Calvary land.
Something angered you spiritually.
I said no.
And then your spiritual anger came.
So session met, we went to the assembly, and today Calvary is a sight to behold. In fact, they hosted their first presbytery session. That was the last one that our current moderator hosted as presbytery chairman.
Okay.
Before
when
he
was
left.
The
last one he held before the elections.
Wow.
He left. So Calvary was a great experience, and Unity too was the same. We had a huge land given to us by Obojo. This one too, people took it. I said no.
No way.
So we walled the whole church, the school. We are the same thing. They threaten you with death. As for that one,
of course,
you get it.
Yeah.
But be assured that when Christ is with you, they will have to deal with Christ before they get to you. And once they cannot defeat Christ, they cannot defeat you. And that's our joy.
Wow.
That's our joy in serving the Lord.
Papa, you mentioned it. Let me come into the family setting. How is your family? You talked about how Mama faced a lot of. How is the family? How many children and how is...
Well, we are blessed with beautiful daughters.
Okay.
My children are daughters.
How many?
For that one, I'll tell you later. But we are blessed. We are blessed with some beautiful daughters.
Okay.
And my wife is a teacher.
All right.
A trained teacher from the Presbyterian Women Training College, Ebri.
Okay.
From there, she went to UCC.
Okay.
Did finish her degree, did her master's.
All right.
She's planning on doing a PhD. I said, well, if you want to carry on, you can carry on. And she's been supportive. Like very Reverend Livingston will say, it's not every woman who is fit for the man's.
Okay, yes.
So as an also
yes,
he will tell you, it is not every woman.
My professor.
Yes, it is not every woman who is fit for the man's.
So, Papa, based on your experiences, somebody is listening to us who have been receiving the call, but something is pushing this person. Should I go? Shouldn't I go? Or something. The challenges that they hear ministers are going through and all that. What would be your counsel to such young people listening to us?
Also, I would say that it is God who calls, and we are all made for different purposes. And so once you are hearing the call of God, you will never be satisfied until you respond. Ministry may not give you everything you want.
Of course.
But the satisfaction and the joy that I'm doing my master's will is more than enough.
It's more than enough.
And I believe that any young person, those of our children in the universities, those of our children in training colleges and so on, if you hear the call of God, throw yourself into it. Give it your all. And the Lord who has called you will show himself strong on your behalf. And it will be well with you.
Wow. Throw yourself all around it, and the God who has called you will surely make himself right with you. Papa, we are so grateful to have you.
Thank you.
And we know God has a lot of things for you to do. And even your new endeavors that God is going to take you. We know God is going to take you higher and higher. And the President Church of Ghana is proud of you with the services that you are rendering, great services that you've been rendering, especially even starting from the head office and going through all the chains. God richly bless you.
Thank you so much, and God bless you too.
Beloved in the Lord, has been with me, Reverend Desmond. Papa Desmond has given us a lot of things to really think through and really pray into it. And one key thing that he has shared with us is that if you have the call of the Lord, nothing will satisfy you until you respond to that call. Beloved, don't be afraid. He says that before anybody will get up to you, he must go through Christ. If anybody can go through Christ, then you are vulnerable. But since Christ, nobody can shake him, nobody can move him, then you are safe and sound. And therefore, if the call is there, respond to your calling, and the Lord will be great in your life. Beloved, is being with us on this show, Called to Serve, and it's been with me, Reverend Ebenezer Hinkan also, with my able guest, special guest, my senior papa. I salute him great, and he has gone through a lot with great experience, and he has shared some of them with us. I believe one day we will have him back again to share other side of the experiences again, and we will always be blessed having him. Papa, we are grateful to the Lord for your ministry.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Beloved, if God is calling you, you cannot do anything but to respond to the call. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord God Almighty grant you his peace, the inner peace that you need, so that you will live a fulfilled life as you serve him in your arena. The Lord bless you. We will meet again next time. God bless you.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light there is light.